Welcome to my YouTube channel Ek Din Ka Raja. Today we are going to talk about role of nutrition in cancer, role of nutrition in health and disease. You may get a question as diet and cancer or food and cancer. So all these are synonymous. This is a recent advanced question for PG students. So I'm going to give you a brief introduction and we'll see basically the role of nutritional factors in two ways. Protective factors, that means you can put heading as role in health, and we'll be discussing about risk factors. You can put the heading as role in disease. Okay, so we are going to see all these systems. In head and neck we will talk about oral cavity and pharyngeal cancer. Gastrointestinal tract we will cover esophageal, gastric, colorectal, pancreatic cancers. Female genital tract we'll talk about ovarian and cervical cancer. MGT we have prostate cancer, lung cancer and skin cancer. Okay, all these topics we are going to cover. I'll give you very simplified description of each cancer, like under protective factors and risk factors. Okay, if you remember protective factors and risk factors, that's enough for each cancer. You can depending on the question you get directly, you can put headings likewise, and you can write. Nutritional factors have been thought for about 30% of cancers in developed countries. Second only to tobacco. Tobacco is the first most carcinogenic agent which causes more number of cancers, mainly in the developed countries, whereas nutritional factors are second in position. Let's see the pathogenesis of cancer. Role of nutritional factors. It's very simple. Just remember few points what are the risk factors and what are the protective factors for each cancer. Okay, for the cancer of oral cavity and pharynx, the risk factors and preventive factors are the same. The risk factors include consumption of very hot drinks and food, which is seen in few cultures particularly. Direct linkage with meat, saturated fats and cholesterol intake is also seen. The preventive factors include consumption of at least one serving of fruit and vegetable per day, which decreases the cancer by 50%. Soup and very hot beverages on long-term consumption may lead to some precancerous lesion, which eventually lead to malignancy. And the protective factors for esophageal cancers include vitamin A supplements or diet rich in vitamin A, because it repairs the defective or injured epithelial cells of esophagus. Selenium and zinc are also having anti-cancer effects. Frequent consumption of sweets, fresh meat, dairy products increase the gastric cancer risk by around 70%. Beans and vegetables protects against gastric cancer. High blood glucose concentration is the main risk factor for pancreatic cancer, whereas beta carotene and other carotenoids, vitamin C and D, protect against pancreatic cancer. Increased dietary fat consumption, phosphates consumption and calcium consumption increases the risk of colorectal cancer. Increased consumption of vegetables, fruits and avoidance of highly refined sugar containing food and increased consumption of diet protects against colorectal cancer. Diet rich in fat, saturated fat and cholesterol and processed meats increases the risk of lung cancer. Whereas cruciferous vegetables and tomatoes and carrot consumption decreases the risk of lung cancer. Increased fat diet, red meat consumption and processed meats consumption increases the risk of skin cancer. Protective factors for melanoma are vitamin A, C, D, alpha and beta carotenes. For squamous cell carcinoma, the protective factors include increased consumption of fruits and vegetables, green leafy vegetables. Combinedly for BCC and SCC, the protective nutritional factors are 3 servings per week of pomegranates. The risk factors for breast cancer include young premenopausal women ingesting red meat and margarine. Olive oil decreases the risk of breast cancer. Antioxidants, antiestrogenics also decreases the risk of breast cancer. Risk factors for cervical cancer include HPV with acquired immunodeficiency or malnutrition. We know that the human papilloma virus will increase the risk of cervical cancer, but in patients with acquired immunodeficiency and malnutrition carries more risk of developing cervical cancer. Protective factors for cervical cancer include carrots intake. This is the last cancer. Prostate cancer, the risk factors include higher ingestion of animal protein and milk consumption, which are strongly associated with the prostate cancer. Thank you. You just have to remember risk factors and protective factors for each cancer, and remember few cancers which you easily remember and you like to remember. Then you can easily score minimum 6 marks for this essay.